Hello everyone! Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we came back to Dragon Roost and did some more mail orders. Now you can see Link's pointing his head up at something. That's gonna be our point of interest. But we put a mail in the mailbox, and now the mailbox is dancing like it's at the disco. So let's see what we got. To my son superior, thank you very much for looking after my boy. This isn't very much, but I hope you will accept it all the same. I politely request you continue your kindness towards my son. Kashi Kimo, Bato's mother. I forget if she's an actual NPC you can find, but yeah, you get a piece of heart. Anyway, before we go looking for the source of that music, rupee. There's, if I remember correctly, I want to speak to one of the guards, because if I remember, I do not remember if I have a picture of you. I'm gonna take a picture of you just in case. I don't even remember you. Was Medley on the top of that cliff outside? Oh yeah, if you actually speak to some of the Rudos, they will actually tell you where Medley is. So if you're having trouble finding her, they'll tell you where he is. I think it's this bird I want to speak to. What a golden feather is. Right, you're the golden feather bird. So let's, because I have 26 of these, so this should be enough to satisfy you. Hey, that's what my girlfriend wants! A golden feather! So how many of those do you have? So you're really gonna let me have 20 of those? Sure. Really? Are you sure? Yes! I'm gonna stick these little beauties in a letter and send them off right away. I'm gonna tell her all about you too. I'm so happy, seriously. It's not much, but please accept this. And we get an orange rupee, which is worth 100. Now, I forget if we get a letter from his girlfriend later, but yeah. Also, I forget if he gives us more, or I think he gives you more money now that you get if you give him more golden feathers. I'm really rooting for you, adventure guy. Get out there and do your best. Anyway, here's the their leader. Link. I hope I would get a chance to thank you in person. Medley told me everything. I'm extremely grateful for all that you have done. It seems you have helped my son, Kamali. That's how I think you're actually supposed to say his name. Kamali, not Kamai. I find his courage as well. You have done so much for us. I thank you. By the way, are you using our post boxes? Well, as you might know, since you left the island, all letters and packages addressed to you have been delivered to wherever the post box was nearest to you. Of course, the system is not perfect. You tend to move around a lot, so be sure to check any moving post boxes you find in your travels. Don't forget. So we need to try and make our way to Medley's location, because we need to find Medley. As you recall, she has a harp. Now, not only will the characters say, like, I think Medley is in this location, but you can actually see her there, and if you listen carefully, you can hear her instrument. He's playing our harp into the night sky. Oh, Link! You're okay! You know, Prince Ali's been asking me all about your adventures, Link. I can't rest easy now that I have seen you. I can't? No. I can rest easily now I've seen you're safe and sound with my own eyes. Prince Kamali turned into a fine young adult, hasn't he? Recently, he's even began doing things on his own without my guidance. Every conversation still ends up centered on you, though, Link. Ah, seems like we have a fan. Watching Prince Kamali grow up fills me with pride, but it makes me a little sad as well. I wonder if this is how our mother feels. Oh, but just listen to me go on. How weird I must sound. Well, I do better continue practicing so that I can be useful around here. How will playing a harp make you useful around a post office? Performing music like this is important due to even attendant. Before we do what we need to do, let's get a picture of her. If you look closely, you'll notice that harp looks very much like the harp the sage has. So this is clearly her descendant. So let's pull out our Wind Waker. Apparently we're not close enough for her. Hey, isn't that the Wind Waker? Wow! Link, will you conduct me? I wonder how I will do. So let's play the Earth God lyric to her. What a mysterious song. It sounds so familiar. It's almost as if something I have forgotten, trying to be remembered. Oh, I feel... Just now, a sage spoke to me. She spoke so gently. There's something that I must do. Link, thanks to you, I've been awakened to the knowledge that I am the sage of the Earth Temple. There's actually something that I can do to help this world. It's incredible. I bet my teacher knew all about this. Link, please, you must take me to the Earth Temple. We must hurry and awaken the power to repel evil that sleeps within the Master Sword. Let's go now, quickly and quietly. Oh, Kamali. I just want him to remember me as a simple attendant. And she will join us on our boat. So, let's start making our way to the Earth Temple. So yeah, she is the descendant of the Sage of Earth, and I have very big questions about that. Like, the Sage of Earth, what was her name, like Ruta or something like that? She's a Sora, and her descendant is Medley, who's a bird. What kind of Charles Darwin bullshit do we have going on here? Like, how did the Soras, which by the way, the Soras that we see in most Zelda games are sea-based Soras, they thrive in the sea. Ooh, I actually want to show this, because this is actually pretty funny. If you go at any point collecting treasure, it's kind of funny. Because you pull the chest up, and then her legs get crushed by the chest. She does not react in any way, shape, or form. It's honestly kind of funny. But yeah, it's like, the Soras we see in Zelda, for the most part, are sea-based Soras. So they thrive in the sea, despite them also being found in fresh waters. So you think they would thrive in the Great Sea, because, you know, a whole lot of water. And yet, for some reason, once they moved to the mountaintops and Hyrule was covered in seas, they, for some reason, changed from fish people to bird people? Again, what kind of evolution would trigger that? That makes absolutely no sense. I prefer in Breath of the Wild, where the Soras and the Naruto are separate species and have no relation to each other. I also just noticed the Matfish is frozen in midair. Okay, that's kind of funny. Medley, listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. I'm also surprised she's not freaking out because we have a talking boat. Although I guess because she's been awakened by as the Earth Sage, she either knows who the King of Red Lions is, or she's like, okay, this is part of the course. The temple ahead is let's try that again. The temple ahead is the nest of an evil creature, the same creature that stole the life of your predecessor, the Sage Age. It is a dark and frightening place. That is why, if you do nothing else, then at least do this. If Link comes near you and presses CR to call you, then be silent and follow closely behind him. And if Link presses A, allow him to lift you, if need be. Fly and carry him across the air. Through the air, I mean. And Link. If Medley gets stuck and cannot continue in the temple, use the Wind Waker to conduct the song you learned in the Tower of the Gods. Do you understand? Link, protect Medley, and Medley protect Link. The power to repel evil shall surely return to the Master Sword. But yeah, like, somebody please tell me, like, what is the logic of, like, the Soras becoming Naruto in this timeline? But anyway, let's play the Earth God's lyric. To open the door. And Medley will play her half of the song. We'll cause the door to open and shatter. Welcome to the Earth Temple. So the Earth Temple is, in a way, kind of similar to the Shadow Temple in Ocarina of Time. Not that this place is like one giant, like, torture dungeon or anything like that, but it has similar themes. Now, I love this. If you have him chase you... he didn't do it. Sometimes when he chases you, he'll literally follow you off the edge. I want to see if I can trigger that. I love that he'll... Unfortunately, he doesn't die from it, but I love that he's so dedicated to chasing you. He'll fall off the ledge. I think he does take damage from it, though. So anyway, we gotta push this button down, but as you notice, the other button is too far away to put medley there and then come back. What you need to do, you need to play the command medley. And oddly enough, when we learned this song, it said that we can control certain inanimate objects. So is it implying that medley is like an inanimate object? Is she not real? But anyway, with medley, she has the power to fly. So we can fly over ledges and gaps for a brief period of time. Now, medley herself cannot attack, so she is completely defenseless. I don't think she can outright die, but there are enemies that, if they get medley, can really hinder you. As we break our legs. And... Alright, that's where we came in from. I'm like, what is this door? Now, she will not be involved in combat. She will stay out of combat. And again, I don't think the enemies can outright attack her. So you don't have to worry about her, like, you know, potentially getting killed or anything. But you will have to call her because she will stop moving. And for shits and giggles, let's kill you. Let's get the money that's in you. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of rupees. Okay, I love what happens to she bonks her head on the wall. Come on. She'll usually follow you through door or not. Well, I'm gonna have to go get her. She usually does follow you through doors. But anyway, we're gonna be fighting a lot of chews. But you're also gonna see a new type of chew jelly. These, I think, are called dark chews. But what makes them very annoying to fight is if we stun one, try as you might with your sword, they're just gonna deform and then reform. You cannot kill them. And actually, because medley is locked out of the room, I'm gonna have to fight them the slow way. What you need to do to kill dark chews is that you need to lure them into light. And they hate light so much that they become stoned. From there, you can smash them with your hammer. And if you're hearing what sounds like Pikmin in the background, that's my alarmo going off. Off for its hourly chime. It's currently set to the Pikmin theme. But yeah, that is how you're supposed to fight and kill dark chews. Alright, so let's go back and get medley. Speaking of, where are you, medley? Alright, you're by the door. As long as Medley is in the same room as you, the command melody will work. So if you ever lose track of her, playing the command melody can be faster than actually looking for her. Now let's make sure you actually go through the door. But as you saw briefly there, you saw light coming off Medley. Well, that's because she has a pretty interesting ability to her. Her harp can reflect light, allowing you to pretty much use it to unveil things and fight enemies that are weak to the light. So while she cannot directly fight, she can help in combat indirectly. And these statues are vulnerable to light. Let's see what's in this chest. Which is the dungeon map. And with that, I think we will end the episode here. So in the next episode, we will continue to go deeper into this dungeon. If you enjoyed this episode, do you like the videos? It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. And share the video so that way more people can discover my content, help the channel grow. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.